This is WPIX, New York.
This is writer Steve Craig and his wife, star of The Flying Nun, Sally Field. This is author Randy McDougall and his wife, triple threat star Nanette Fabray. This is the Peck's bad boy of The Flying Nun, Alejandro Ray, and his wife, Joyce. This is TV and recording star John Davidson and his wife, Jackie. And these four celebrity couples are here to play He Said, She Said. And now here's the star of He Said, She Said, Joe Garagiola.
Like that when I flip them on?
Very show busy. Very nice.
Tiny Tim taught me that.
Graceful.
He said I got too much right hand into it, though, when I did that. Good to see all of you. In the next half hour, though, we're going to see if your wives can recognize you by the stories you're going to tell me about your married life. Your wives are all backstage. They can only hear us when we want them to, like this, when I pick up this phone. Ladies, would you please press your buttons?
Oh, press my buttons.
Yes, woo-hoo.
That's Nan.
How you doing back there?
Fine.
Good.
Great.
Read all that graffiti back there now.
It's terrible.
Okay, when you press that button, we see you on the screen, and from now on, anytime you want to talk, you press that button. Each of you is playing for a different married couple in our studio audience. The winner will get a week's stay at a Holiday Inn. Ladies, I'm going to have to cut you off right now. I'll talk to you a little bit later.
Right,
bye-bye.
Bye.
I feel like that
didn't
last
wanna go.
goodbye. Okay, now I'm going to give you fellas a topic. I want you to come up with an association so personal, when your wife hears it, she knows it was you. First topic. A time she didn't kiss you goodnight. A time she did not kiss you goodnight. John Davidson.
She may not remember this, but we can try it. We have a pool out in back of the house that is semi-secluded, and so we swim without our bathing suits on. That's very all-American. That's not a bad thing. But there's a fence around it, and so it's all right. What I didn't tell her was that the diving board, and I just kind of played a trick on her, the diving board has water on it so that it's wet when you go down it with a bathing suit. Sometimes the water doesn't really go to the sides of the diving board, and it was dry this day. And she went down the diving board without the bathing suit all the way down, and she did not kiss me goodnight that night.
So, what's going to be your clue?
We could... What could we call that? That's called a bruise on your elbow. That's called a red place. No, diving...
Oh, Calcutta.
Not diving board.
What'd you say, Alejandro?
Calcutta.
Oh, Calcutta.
That's a musical, isn't it? Oh, Calcutta?
Yeah, dry sliding board? What?
Slide board, of course.
Slide board. Yeah.
Right.
Seat burn. Seat burn.
Slide.
Yeah.
You better say slide, I think.
Slide?
I think, yeah.
Dry slide?
Yeah.
Slide? Is that what you want?
I think slide, yeah.
Slide, just plain slide.
Well, pool slide.
Pool slide. Okay, pool slide. All right, we've got your response.
Dry slide might be better.
Dry slide. Dry slide. Poolside seat burn side, okay? All right. Dry poolside slide. All right, we've got it. Alejandro, a time she did not kiss you goodnight.
Well, I don't know if you realize that none of us raised our hands, so and I did it a little late. My clue is going to be such that all of them are going to press their buttons, because I'm going to say never ever.
Never ever.
We made a point that no matter what, no matter how big the laundry bills are, we are going to kiss goodnight.
Oh.
And whether we are very mad or not, that's something we are not going to sleep without. So
Beautiful
never,
thought,
ever.
beautiful lesson, and beautiful clue. Never ever, okay? Over here, all right, Randy, a time she did not kiss you goodnight.
I'd have to say the same thing because we have the same rule, and I commend it to everybody. We simply don't go to bed angry.
I'll give you a contrast.
What?
I'll give you another one.
Okay.
We have a rule
Let
that
him
we
go.
never kiss goodnight.
Never?
Never.
Well, we'll take yours. Why?
I want to know, too.
I'm making that up at the moment, but my instance was this. So I went off on my motorcycle one time with her sister, a 17-year-old beautiful sister, and we got stuck in the mountains and the trails. My bike went down a hill and we couldn't get out, so like we didn't get back till about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And so that was that's when we decided not to kiss each other goodnight.
That's when you decided. Sure makes sense, but I can't figure it out. What's the motorcycle guy know never to kiss goodnight? What's the tie-in?
It's the sister, being away with a sister, I think.
Oh, I see. So you're never ever and
Always.
always. You're always. You're never ever.
Oh, we've got this pretty well confused, I think.
Yes, it is.
You mind if I call in Bill Cullen? Alejandro is never ever. And the one we're going to take is Steve Craig, always.
Let's take her sister. Let's just take her. Use her sister. We didn't kiss goodnight after I was with her sister.
Sister trip.
That's the occasion when he didn't kiss her.
When you didn't kiss her is when you went with her sister.
That's when it started, yeah.
I see. So your clue is going to be
Lost.
Your clue's going to be lost.
That'll work, yeah.
Don't worry, Nan will answer that one, too.
Okay, all right, let's go backstage and see what happens. Hello there, backstage.
Hello.
Hi there. Press your button now as soon as you recognize your husband. We said a time she did not kiss you goodnight. And he said never, ever. Never, ever. A time she did not kiss you goodnight. He said never, ever. Oh, we got a couple of ladies on our screen. Let's see. Sally Field.
Yes. Well, I just answered because no one was responding, and I thought perhaps it might have been Stephen that said never ever. But on second thought, was it Stephen that said never ever? That, in other words, that I just never ever refused.
I see. Well, it wasn't Steve who said that. I'll have to take 10 points from you.
Stephen, why didn't you say it?
Joyce Ray.
Well,
Because I got lost.
I always kiss him goodnight. You know, always.
Well,
but
precisely. He said the time you didn't, and I said never ever. You never don't do it.
I know it. I understood.
I wish I'd thought of that.
No, well, I do. I always kiss him goodnight. But sometimes he complains I don't kiss him goodbye when I leave to run an errand or something. When I leave the house. So I didn't think of that.
He said there never was a time you didn't kiss him goodnight, so I wish you'd told us that. This way I have to take 10 points from you. Yes, Nanette.
I always kiss my husband goodnight, but he takes it for granted, so I just didn't answer that either.
I see. Okay. All right, let's move on here. I said a time she didn't kiss you goodnight, and he said lost. A time she did not kiss you goodnight, he said lost. Time is up. Sally Field.
What? Lost? That's what I am right now.
Well, maybe Steve...
That's what I was, too.
Oh, I get it now. I know what he meant. No, I don't. I just said that.
I was lost out here, though.
Oh, okay. What did you mean? I don't understand.
Make something up.
Oh, well, you see, that was this time when I couldn't kiss him goodnight because I was lost. And I completely forgot where my lips were.
We'll have to take 10 points from you, Sally, for not recognizing that. Okay, we said a time she did not kiss you goodnight, and he said dry pool slide. Dry pool slide.
Oh,
Jackie Davidson.
That's John. We have kind of a farm out in Southern California, and we have a swimming pool, and it's all kind of secluded, and we like to swim in the nude, and we have a slide, and sometimes John forgets to turn the water on the slide, and when you go down it, you kind of get little things on your body, little scrapes and things. And he was probably too sore, or I was too sore. One of us probably we just couldn't get close enough together. We were aching or something.
That's what he said, Jackie. We're going to give you the 25 points. Okay, more of He Said, She Said in just a moment. Right now, this message.
We're laying odds that a different game show every week
Never have you been so lucky.
will hit the jackpot. Buzzer Casino, weeknights at 10. Feeling lucky?
Oh, you bet.
What you hear in the background, I know sometimes it bothers you. You see, we have a cameraman and a floor manager, and they're up there pointing like, follow the bouncing ball, like I can't read. That's what they were doing. But you should see them work. Okay. New topic, guys. Her bathing suits. Her bathing suits. Her bathing suits. Okay, Randy?
I'll start on that. She's very particular about bathing suits because she has scars from accidents. So she has to wear what are very old-fashioned bathing suits.
So what's going to be your clue?
Old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned. All right, old-fashioned. We have your response, Alejandro. Her bathing suits.
Well, my clue will be always buying.
Always buying.
Because no matter where we go, she needs bathing suits. You know, we went to Brazil recently, and of course there it's always summertime. But now we are going to Japan tomorrow, and she's looking for bathing suits again. Now it's winter time practically there still, so I will say always buying.
Does she ever wear them?
At home, and when we go to visit John in their swimming pool.
Okay. You don't need a suit there. Always buying is the clue. Let's see, who was next? John, Steve? No, we'll go backstage. Okay. Hello, ladies. You all set to play?
Yes.
Right.
All right.
We are.
Press your button now and you recognize your husband. We said her bathing suits, and he said always buying. Joyce Ray.
Well, I know he's referring to our recent trip to Brazil. We went to Brazil, and I had my old bikinis, and I wanted some new ones, and they had lots in Brazil, and so...
They don't have any more now.
No. So while he was shooting the movie, I was out shopping, and I did buy quite a few bikinis, and I was only so upset to come back to the States and to find that they had new ones in the States that were even better than the ones in Brazil. So now I have all these bathing suits, and I can't really get around to getting any more because I've got so many. But
That's what he said, Joyce, and we're going to give you the 25 points. Very good. We said her bathing suits, and he said old-fashioned. Old-fashioned. Nanette Fabre.
I think Rand meant me. Because I save everything. I even have the old suits that have the big shoulder pads that went out 25 years ago. Not bathing suits, mind you, but just clothes. But I'm, believe it or not, a little shy, and I save all my old clothes, and I like to wear old things, and I wear old bathing suits.
I'm going to give you the 25 points, Nanette.
What,
Very
dear?
good.
What?
Wait.
Sorry.
What?
Well, we're going to get it out of him, Nanette. What were you going to say, Randy?
I started to tell them about your tic-tac-toe game.
Oh, you're a rat. I have a few little scars on my body, and when the doctor was going to do a cesarean, why he said we're going to have to take the baby through a cesarean section, and Rand says, well, just make the scar go in a direction so I can play tic-tac-toe.
Okay. All right, all you ladies now, we've reached the halfway point in our game. Time for you to change places with your husbands. Would you come out on stage, please?
Promotional consideration furnished by National Airlines with non-stop service Miami to London. National says you're going to have a great flight.
Now let's meet the wives.
And here they come. Here's Jackie Davidson, and the Davidsons have 25 points. Next is Joyce Ray. The Rays have 15 points. Here's Nanette Fabre, the McDougals with 25 points, and Sally Field, the Craigs have minus 20, Joe.
Okay, John, we're going to see how good the husbands are at recognizing their wives. But first, listen to this fella. Nanette Fabre wouldn't miss him. On stage, we have with us Jackie Davidson. The Davidsons have 25 points. This is Joyce Ray, and the Rays have 15 points. Here is Nanette Fabre, and the McDougals have 25 points. And here is Sally Field, and the Craigs have minus 20. Okay, your husbands are backstage now. Remember, you're each playing for a different married couple from our studio audience. The winner's prize is a week's stay at a Holiday Inn. The topic I have for you now is how he makes up after a fight. How he makes up after a fight. Nanette.
Well, we have a rather interesting arrangement in our family. The saying goes that right or wrong, he's always right. So I apologize first. No matter who wins or who loses, I apologize first. He's a Scotsman, you know, and they're a little rigid. But I would say, how could I put that?
He's right.
Apologize first.
Apologize first.
No, let me take he's always right.
He's always right. That's 3 words, but he's always, I'll take it as 1.
All right.
He's always right. Okay? All right, he's always right. Jackie Davidson, how he makes up after a fight.
Well, first of all, we very seldom ever fight, of course. But when we do have... No, it's true. It's true. We're those kind of people, you know. But when we do just have a little teeny,
Yes.
just argument,
Yes.
John always apologizes first.
John always apologizes.
So I would say apologizes first. Affectionately first.
Affectionately first.
Yes.
Okay, we've got your response. Let's see, who was next here? All right, Joyce.
Well, the men are all doing the apologizing here, it seems, because Alejandro, usually he's right, but he's always wrong because he lost his temper. You see, he's trying to control his temper.
I want to say that slow. You sound like Stengel now. He's right,
I do.
but he's wrong because he lost his temper.
No, his point, whatever it might be that he's upset about, is usually right.
Right, I see.
But
Okay.
he's wrong because he blew up over it.
I
You see,
see.
he doesn't want to get mad. I mean, he wants to be able to control his temper, and he's trying very hard to do that.
see.
So I'd say, sorry for temper. That's another
Sorry
3.
for temper. All right, we've got your
Did
response.
I say he apologizes first?
You said he's let's see, he's
always right. That's right. That's right.
okay.
That's
He's always
okay.
right. Sorry for temper and affectionately first. Okay, and Sally, you never argue, so you couldn't play in this game,
Nope.
right? Uh-huh.
It's true.
Okay.
They don't.
Joyce, we never argue, now you know it.
Okay, let's go backstage. Hello, fellas. You all set back there?
Yeah, Joe.
Remember to press your button now when you recognize your wife. We said how he makes up after a fight. And when we said how he makes up after a fight, she said he's always right. Randy McDougal.
I'm sorry, that has to be me. It's a family joke, and I'm sure she explained it to you.
Can you just give me a sentence?
Well, after we make up, and we make up in classic style, I am likely to say, but I was right. And then we start all over again from there.
That's fine, Randy. We're going to give you the 25 points. It was Nanette. We said how he makes up after a fight, and she said sorry for temper. Alejandro Rey.
That's me. And she's lying. I don't have a temper. I'm very sweet, I'm very nice, I'm very calm. And, but after we have a fight and she's lost her temper, I forgive her. That's what it is.
That's enough for me. I'm going to give you the 25 points, Alejandro. It was Joyce.
You switched it.
What did you say,
He
Joyce?
switched the story. He was just teasing.
I know, I lie a lot.
Okay. We said how he makes up after a fight, and she said affectionately first. Oh, we got a couple of guys on our screen. 3 of them on our screen. Let's see who was first. Steve Craig.
Well, that's the only way you can make up with Sally. You have to give in and be right afterwards. Be right to yourself. You just go in, you take care of her, and you do nice things for her, buy her presents, and then she's okay.
You know what, Steve? It wasn't Sally who said
But
that.
that's true, Stephen.
I know. That's why I couldn't be
That's true,
wrong.
and you can buy me a present because
I couldn't get
met her.
lost again.
I'll have to take 10 points from you. John, you knew that it was Jackie, but you were a little bit late.
Yes, I did. No, I didn't, really. I just took a chance. I figured, this is the second day of the game, and I realized that you don't lose 10 points if you can push the button and somehow fake it. Now, I knew it was Jackie. Yes, I did. Because of, what was the reason again?
I'll have to take 10 points. John. Yeah, you didn't recognize it, so we take the 10.
No, you're right, I didn't.
Okay, I'll take one response, ladies. One response this time, so get your hand up quickly. Why you said yes to him? Nanette Fabre, right now, she's so sure.
It's wrong. He said yes to me. I backed him up against a wall heater, and it made him laugh. It turned the heat on all over the house, and he thought that was so funny, and he finally said yes to me.
So what's going to be your clue?
Yes.
To the heat.
Yes. No, hot air heater.
Why you said yes to him? Hot air heater?
Yes.
Boy, if he gets this one. Okay, let's go. Hello, guys. You all set back there?
Yep.
Boy, was that quick.
Yes, it was. Press your button now and you recognize your wife. We said to the ladies, why you said yes to him. And she said, hot air heater. Randy McDougal.
That's me. Although she didn't say yes to me. It was the other way around.
Right.
And she jammed me up against the wall heater when I was on my way out of her house, a little nervous about the conversation, and I turned on all the hot air.
That's what she said. We're going to give you the 25 points. Very good. Okay, now it's time to get our final scores. We have big winners the first this message. Our couples are all together. Johnny, who's the winning couple?
Joe with 75 points. The winners are the McDougals.
Well, okay. In front of you, Randy, you have a card. We can read the name on the card. Nanette.
He's sitting on my lap because he said yes to me. And our winners are Mr. and Mrs. Vincent Coutinzo from Revere, Mass. I'm sorry I was wrong saying it. Coutinzo.
Congratulations. There are more than 1,200 Holiday Inns everywhere. If you're planning a trip, go with the goers to the Holiday Inn.
Time to just tell you, I hope you enjoyed it. My name's Joe Garagiola. Bye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for He Said, She Said, a Mark Woods and Bill Todman production.
You know that show Tattletales? The one where famous celebrity couples reveal their deepest, darkest secrets on Game Show Network? It's crazy. Well, you should hear the stuff they actually say. Just the other day, Meg Ryan's on-screen partner Frank Runyon admitted he got turned on during their love scenes. Well, Tattletales is so great that I told my girlfriend Beth about it. Well, she told two friends who told two friends, and so on and so on. And now Tattletales on Game Show Network isn't such a secret anymore.
The secret is out. Watch Tattletales at 1:30 p.m. Eastern every day.